Let's say hi. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, sugar. Mwah. I love you too. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, smiling and waving to you from London, you are so very welcome indeed. Before I start, I have a P.O. box for you in New York City and I have one in London. I am closing the one down in New York City. It's just not working anymore, and so I'm going to take the last batch from New York, all the books and everything, and I'm going to bring them back with me to London. So please do not send any more to the New York P.O. box. Send it to the London P.O. box. I'm so sorry. It's been a wonderful year. I'm amazed at how fast that year flew by, but it's not working. It's not working, and I'm not getting your packages as fast enough as I would like. So please send them now to the to the UK P.O. box. For those of you that are living and loving my hair just as much as I, just look at the edges. Look at the edges. They've completely grown back in. Those of you know what a state my hair was. It was completely gone in front.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking here.
So why are we here, my darlings? We are here because of the fabulous, most beautiful plantation princess, Blake Lively. I saw in the comments a lot of you were saying, Fumi, why do you call her plantation princess? Because she had her wedding on a plantation. Yes, she did. Moving along. Things have come to light. In one of those was a Women's Power Summit that took place in 2022. And Blake Lively was invited as one of those powerful women to be acknowledged in the industry, what she has achieved, and so on. And this is what she had to say.
I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, but I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull because you're like, you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do. And so it was a really strange, because I felt like I don't want to just be an actor. It's just as important to say, okay, I believe in this, and that's why I'm standing up for it, and that's why I'm not being difficult. And then there are other moments to go am I the asshole in the room? What is happening here? I think it's about being upfront about knowing what you actually need versus just trying to get the job. And then, once you're in it, sort of revealing the scope of your sort of needs to be, fulfilled.
The audacity of you, Blake. The flagrant audacity of you. The flagrant audacity of you. You have no business in this world called acting. Your SAG card should be rescinded. You do not deserve to be an actor. You are not an actor. And you have no respect for the acting field. And you also look down at actors. You're not satisfied being an actor. It doesn't fulfill you. So you should no longer be an actor. As Blake Lively has now acknowledged that she kind of sort of lied. That she would go in with this persona, with this intention, under the guise of wanting this acting role. But in actual fact, she had a deeper intent. So it was a lie. Yes, can we agree to that? So because of that, I'm going to call Blake Lively a liar. She is calculating, she is deceptive, and she has no conscience. On top of which, the people that surround her do not hold her accountable. On the contrary, they are enablers. Blake Lively can't do YouTube. A lot of people might think, oh my God, she's an actress. No, YouTube is harder. You have to show up every day. You have to be the script writer. You have to be the editor. You do the wardrobe. You do the makeup. You do the hair. You do improv. You look at your angles. You stay on the pink spot and you make sure that you've got all of the names, all of the dates, all of the places, everything researched, and you pour it out onto a segment of which you upload, and you do that every single day. Blake Lively doesn't have that. I came from this acting world, so I know what I am talking about. It is also an insult to actresses, to actors, such as the likes of Meryl Streep, who is an actor. And she shows up and she does her job. She brings the book to life. On any set, whether it is television, whether it is film, you've got the crew, you have the extras, you have body doubles, you have the editors, you have the script writers, you have the director, you have the producer, you have the studio heads. Everybody comes together for united collaboration, and everybody plays a part. And the actor brings everything to life and more. What an insult to everybody that she has worked with since, that in actual fact, this is who Blake Lively is. She is entitled, and she has been getting away with this for years, perhaps from the beginning of her career, and I don't necessarily blame her, because I'm absolutely certain that she saw other people do it. The other day, or was it last week, when I said Hollywood should burn to the ground, I was very serious. And when I say that, I mean the grime of the industry should be eradicated, effective immediately. Blake Lively, like I said, is an insult to actors who would love and give anything for an opportunity of what Blake has and does not deserve. Now that everything is coming out into real perspective, I don't consider Blake an actress. I don't consider her to have any talent, and she has no respect for the industry. You go into an interview, you go into an audition, and you are already berating the scriptwriter and the wardrobe department. You spent over $600,000 on the wardrobe department for It Ends With Us, and the wardrobe was a hot smoking mess. Upon reflection, these were pieces that you wanted to buy for yourself. I am not even sure whether you gave it back to wardrobe or you kept some of the pieces yourself. I am not sure whether you bought this to say, I deserve this. This is how I want to be perceived in the film. You don't play any character, Blake. You play you. This was the perfect storm. You have no creativity juice inside of you, not even a drop. Because if you were that talented, if you were that creative, then you would have the insight, the foresight, the intuition to pick up a book and say, there's something here. But you don't have that talent. You're a parasite. You climb onto other people's projects and you want to dominate and you want to take it for your own. So what you do, of which you are very good at, you're very calculating. You're very insightful to see somebody that is naive, somebody that is sincerely with a good heart, and somebody who would look up to you. And that is why, allegedly, I believe that is how you lied to the young Lily Bloom and said that it was, in actual fact, Taylor was the one that had an input into your future, into giving you this part. It was my friend, Taylor Swift. Because you like to call in the big honchos and you weaponize those relationships in order for you to successfully get what you want. You will use everyone, you will use anyone to get what you want. You have the criminalities of lying, of swindling, of playing the game and finding out who will fall into your trap. and none other than Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni, who had finally come face to face with the man that he is, with the man that he wants to be, and has shed the man that he once was. And that is why this was the perfect storm. Because when you thought that you could stamp on him, like the new boy that had come to school, you peeped it. The same way you did with Colleen Hoover. She doesn't know anything. She's not that sophisticated. So you know what? I can capitalize on her. What would Colleen know? She's not Hollywood quite yet. And you manipulated because you understood that this feature film, that It Ends With Us, could be a sequel. This could truly make you a star. You are going to be the most infamous woman in Hollywood because everything is going to end with you. Because this time around, when you sank your teeth into your prey, you had no idea that Justin Baldoni, let me just make sure that I have his name here, Steve Sarowitz, is the billionaire businessman who co-founded the film studio Wayfarer with Justin Baldoni, and Sarowitz has bankrolled many of Wayfarer's movies, including It Ends With Us. So where you thought that you could just and get rid of Baldoni, he had billionaire backing. And so the money went the distance. And you are being shredded left and right. You will not win this. Blakey Poo, you will not win it. Neither your husband. And anybody that's attached to the plantation princess is also going to go down in flames. You did not take into account whatsoever. And again, I will say it. Because your PR machine, anybody's PR machine now that does not have another machine that is also involved with social media, you're going to just die right at the front lines. What you didn't know Justin had was that he has millions of dragons. And that was the social media. That was TikTok. That was Instagram. That was YouTube. These were the dragons. The old way of planting lies into newspapers because your friends work there or you know this person, that person, no longer works. Because the social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram sleuths, they will figure you out every single time. You are not satisfied being an actor. Darling, you are not an actress. You don't have the qualifications to be. You are also ungrateful. You are also rude. You have no business in this industry. You want to have all of the edits, but you didn't know how to edit. And you know what is sad, and I'm going to call it like it is? If this was a black actress, she would have been out before you say boo. If this was Keke Palmer, she would have been out. This is white privilege that you see every day in America. I saw it for what it was. And you see Justin Baldoni, he is the one that is going to make up for all of the others, Justins, that Blake Lively, that Lyman Reynolds have done multiple times. Why would they do this, you see? Because they've got imposter syndrome and they are instantly intimidated by raw talent. Justin Baldoni was raw talent. They could see it. Her husband, herself, they could see it. They believed in It Ends With Us because they believed in Justin Baldoni. And that was the intimidation that Ryan could not wipe away, swipe away. Justin Baldoni is the real deal. Because he was the real deal, because he has always been honest, because his intentions are for the greater, bigger good, they kept on looking smaller and smaller and smaller. When it comes to film, you need a name. You need a name that will carry the film. I tell you now, to the producers, to the studios, to Sony, that put up with all of this bad behavior from the plantation princess. We see it here every day in YouTube. We see it every day. Fumi, what are you talking about? You can see a small channel go viral because that person dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. We've seen it many times when you see a small independent film make it because it had all the ingredients. But sometimes some studios, some producers, some investors, they can be lazy. They don't want to believe in the film, believe in the work, believe in the actors, and you will get this success and you will make more money than you can ever believe. Talent that is raw, it's not Blake Lively. But you see all the editing, the polishing, the shining, shine up, shine down. Who watched Karate Kid? You polish it, you shine it, you gloss it up. You have the PR machine, making sure that even if you tripped and we all saw it, they'll be like, no, it wasn't you, it was a body double. So you're insensitive. This is a movie about domestic violence and you're talking about your brand and your hair products and you're talking about every and anybody else but Justin Baldoni. Brandon Sklenar, I think that it's time for you to make an announcement because you were right there in support of Blake. She loved bomb you and you took it all in because I really need to be in their good graces so that I can step up to the next level. I am telling you right now, you are their little munchkin. They're going to use you and they're going to spit you out and you're not going to get anything. Just give it a couple of years and you will see that you paid the highest price ever. And you should have been a man and supported Justin, who gave you this part. That's all I have to say. I will be back. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I will see you I will see you sooner than later. And yes, we're going to start going live. That time has come. Drop it down in the comment section and let me know. And I will see you tomorrow. All of my love. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Value of the information that we were given. So it's not overwhelming. It was very clearly laid out. It was accessible even for someone that's not familiar with public relations.
Now I'm leaving, feeling more PR ready. What I thought I knew, I now know more. What I came to do, I've done so much more.
If you are serious about really growing your business or growing your brand, then like this is really this is a must.
And I love the fact that I came away from it feeling and knowing that I now have a clear pathway for the things I want to do next for my business.
I'm literally in awe.
I feel like I can pitch. There's so many platforms that I've wanted to go on, so many podcasts or just things that I thought I can only dream about. But in this retreat and just through the classes and the sessions, I really learned how to actually reach out to those platforms, to those huge platforms.
Know that when it comes to PR, Nina gonna put you together, okay? During our sessions, how she walked us through the playbook and she had us complete tasks. It gave us a sense of clarity.
Nina, you did that. You brought a group of amazing women together and you helped us bond, see our worthiness, and yeah, it was everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Yes, it's really been a unforgettable experience.
This is by far the most impactful few days I've had in a very long time.
Nina, you have no idea how profoundly your journey has impacted my journey.
Don't even think about not signing up.
have an online webinar. Yes, my darlings, we have an online webinar on the 23rd of February from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It is going to be absolutely fabulous. Stepping out of the norm to run a successful business in the diaspora. Time with successful Black business owners, and you can tune in and be inspired and motivated and get that priceless advice, tips and tricks on how to keep up with your business. I am going to put the link for you below. You can scan, and then we have a surprise list of guest speakers. So darlings, do not forget to tune in on the 23rd for the webinar, online webinar, and it is called Stepping Out of the norm and finding out how to run your business, how to start your business, how to continue with the business that you have. It's going to be a sensational webinar, and it's a 2.5 hour run. You're going to live and love it. 23rd of February. The link will be below, and I will also put it down here below.